Well, hey there. Welcome to another vlog. This vlog, I feel very tired. It's a tired vlog because this is my overreaching week before a deload, well-deserved deload, might I say myself, and then I have an active recovery week. So I'm feeling it, essentially. This is my fourth mass mesocycle in a row. And yeah, this is my second metabolite mesocycle in a row. Typically you wouldn't push it this far, but yeah, that's why I'm really fatigued. And you're gonna get a look into, and I'm gonna discuss a topic today that's important for overreaching weeks. You're gonna see part of my push session. It's a hard thing to say, push session. And you pause this and try and say it quickly. We're gonna get a physique update as well, which was after the push session. So guys, this is my first push session of the week, and also it's push. I said push, didn't I? But it's push and pull because I'm training upper body 3 times a week. My brain just wasn't working with me, and I was focused on the fact that this is a push emphasis. The only emphasis is the fact that there's probably going to be a little bit more volume that I'm doing for the chest and push musculature, and also I do the pushing movements first. So I'm back in the gym, second week using this machine here, and this was an all-time PR for me. Every set you see me do in these videos are taken to naught RAR. The naught RAR might look different machine to machine, and you'll notice naught RAR particularly looks different versus push versus pull. Push, most people, I can't give you kind of a really obvious scientific reason for this, but pushing, you can kind of grind through. You can really just push. Whereas when you're pulling, technique is so easy to break down and other musculature can come in so easily that as soon as you get to that point where reps are slowing down, you're almost done. There are some machines where you can really slow down, but there are some where it doesn't allow you for. For my pulling movements in particular, you will notice I can actually get to a point where reps really slow down because they're both chest supported. As a benefit of chest supported movements, I've got the lat pull downs that are coming that you're going to see, and then I also have a chest supported machine row. Something I wanted to talk about here though is watching these sets and just looking at the reps that are 3 to 4 before I hit the naught RAR. If you look at those reps, they're hard reps. They aren't piss easy reps. They are close to failure. And that's where you should be starting your mesocycles. If you're starting your mesocycles and you're not taking your sets to a point where reps slow down, or you have to really try to keep form intact and to get a repetition, you're probably not stressing your musculature enough to provide a sufficient stimulus for growth, which we want from week 1 of your mesocycle. So I think people think that the first and last week of your mesocycle is like black and white and completely different, and they're just different shades of grey. The first week is just a lighter grey, the last week is just a darker grey as you've accumulated volume and you've got closer and closer to that failure point. And also another note is I don't take any of these to failure. When I describe failure, you might view it as technical failure, so form might break down. I'm hoping that I don't break down my form in any of these videos. You might call it momentary muscular failure, so you go for a rep, but you can't complete it. I actually just take these to naught RAR, which is like a step before failure. Do I think there's really a significant difference between going for another rep or leaving it where I left it? No. I probably would say my approach here is easier to track, easier to monitor, safer for the majority of movements. And when you're more advanced, probably where you want to end up, because the SFR will also be better than trying to go for a rep and it being a partial rep. If you're newer, maybe you want to take some sets just completely to momentary muscular failure, just so you know where that is and you experience it. But I don't necessarily think that's the right thing to do when you're more advanced, but that's just my opinion. So one thing I did also want to mention is you see some of these final reps, you have to have such focus and intent and concentration at this point to be able to get these reps. Just bear that in mind. Every set you should be dialed in, focused from week 1 of your mesocycle. Otherwise it's going to be super hard to get that dial in and focus towards the end of your mesocycle. So this was just post-workout, once I'd walked home from the gym. So I have a relatively decent pump here, and I'm currently sitting at basically 196 pounds. So it's kind of cool to see that I've still got some quad detail coming through, which I've never had anywhere near that quad detail at this body weight. I'm actually very happy with the front double bicep, how that's looking. I've still got kind of some visible detail in the chest. You can still see all my muscles. It's not like I'm just smooth all over, if that makes sense. And this is where I think is a decent starting point for a contest prep, where you look like a bodybuilder, but you're certainly not shredded, but you're not way past it. You can see definition of muscles. I'm probably a bit softer, a bit fatter even, a bit further away from stage condition than I might always recommend, but I'm in that ballpark zone where I don't have a huge amount of body weight to lose, maybe close to 10% on my body weight. I'm happy with how that side triceps looking. I don't know if I hit a side chest there, I don't even remember. I haven't been liking how my side chest looks, so I have to work on that one. But I'm happy with the majority of these poses. Pretty pleased, to be honest. Things are in a good place, and I'm freaking excited to diet. I tell you that much. Very excited to diet. So guys, you've got a little bit of a look into where I am right now condition-wise, physique-wise, basically peak mass. I may do another kind of full body, proper, every single pose, go through every mandatory as like the beginning of my contest prep, which is going to be in a bit of time. I also won't be looking as good as I did there because probably won't do it with a pump on, and I'll have had a deload and active recovery week to recover, resensitize. I'll talk you through why and what will happen with that as well. But overall, sitting here, I have 3 more sessions left, or 2 more sessions left. I have my PM session from today, and then I have 1 session that I do on the weekend, which is my final upper body session. Then I'm done and dusted. And then, yeah, we recover, recoup. I get some things out of my system. Just get myself really well set to go into a period of dieting. And I tell you what, like, I've never been, very rarely have I been as eager to start a diet as I feel now. I'm eating 4,000 calories, just gaining weight, not doing any additional cardio. I just have my steps that I'm kind of achieving through the day. So I have my weighted vest experiment going to be going ahead as well, which I will talk to you guys about. Any specific questions about that, just let me know, but I'll talk you through that as well, because I will be incorporating some weighted apparel for kind of many different purposes, which I'm excited to talk about. But for now, that's everything. So as always, guys, thank you for tuning into these. Thank you for your support. Really appreciate it. If you want to see anything in particular, always let me know. But for now, like, subscribe, give me a comment, whatever, thumbs up, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care.